Hey everyone, this is Martin.
And I'm Shelley.
And we are out here in the garden this morning. Going to have some coffee, but we're going to wander through here and look at some of the things. There's a whole bunch of things that we've got going on that wasn't happening last week. So we're going to bring you up to date on all of that. And first of all, if you could, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And we're going to get started on this. First thing we're going to do, though, is bring a couple of supplies down to the greenhouse. And you're going to love this.
We're getting ready to install hydroponics. It's something that we haven't done before, but we are very excited to learn the process and to see how it will work.
Okay, so most of what we've seen online has been with like round PVC pipe, and we got a couple of those. I've got those down there that we're going to experiment with. I've been watching some videos though from a guy from Australia that uses like downspouts, rain gutter downspouts that are sort of rectangular shape, and I cannot find those in the United States anywhere. I did find some fence rails that are similar to that, and I got some. I don't know for sure how well they're going to work because I'm not sure they're quite tall enough, but we're still going to put a couple of them in and give them a try and see how they work. And then we also got some kind of standard rain gutters, which are kind of lightweight, but they're more the shape that I was looking for. And part of the reason why the flat top and sides rather than the round seems to be better for most people is that if you put the little net cups down inside of them, that they'll sit flat rather than rock back and forth as the plant grows. So anyway, this is all something that's going to be completely experimental, and I'm going to put these in there so that we can start building this week. Why don't you show them what we got going on here?
Okay, so what I got going here is I've got muskmelon that I took and started. They actually have roots on them, and I'm going to be taking them and planting them soon. And I also have some other flowers and I have cabbage and golden beets, and also I have some morning glories that I'm spacing out, and some Brussels sprouts and some yellow squash.
So this is really about the first garden we've had in probably 35 years, and we're excited about it. It's something that we just used to enjoy a lot, and haven't had really the opportunity to have. And the tomato plants are going crazy.
These tomatoes I planted from seed, and when I did it, they just were all over, so I had to separate them. These are the bigger tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes, and there's a lot in here. And if you take a look over here,
they're starting to blossom.
Yeah, they're starting. Here's some good blossoms right in here.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some back there. And this is okra. Cabbage is broccoli's having a little time. This is cilantro. I love it.
I ate some of that the other day.
Yeah. It's definitely good.
The other things that I wanted to share with you a little bit this week is we've got a friend that lives up the road, a couple of towns up the road from here, and I'm talking about DA.
Oh yeah.
And he's my gardening. What would you call it? He's the gardening guru. Yeah. He calls himself Ho Daddy, and and you know what? He's a special guy, and but he has a garden that just is like the envy of me anyway, and he is like my hero when it comes to gardening. and so I'm going to show you a couple of things that he's done here recently, him and his wife, and they're wonderful people, and they really know how to do the gardening thing, and then plus he's just an entertainer, fun kind of a guy anyway. And here's an example of it, okay?
conceal the setting sun. Stars begin to blinking one by one, one by one. Night covers all, and though fortune may forsake me, sweet dreams will ever take me home.
So is that fun or what? Yeah, that's our buddy DA. Calls himself Ho Daddy. He calls his wife Earth Mama, and he also refers to himself as Old Timey Man. So you know, one of these times, put some comments down below if you'd like to see more of DA and his wife, and we may try to invade their place up the road one of these days and take the cameras with, and and just visit with them a little bit and see what they're doing in their garden and just what they do in life, because they're a lot of fun. And we have one more. Oh, you're gonna have some coffee this morning.
Just touch.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Okay. All right, so we have one more thing, one more surprise that we're going to have for you, and this is going to go towards our food preservation efforts. And you want to tell them what we just ordered?
Yes, we just ordered a freeze dryer. It's a large size, so we will be able to utilize that. I've got berries, strawberries, and blueberries. I'm going to make, and we got these little cube things I'm really excited about. I'm going to blend up my strawberries and make some cubes.
Yeah.
And that'll be great because I'll take one of them cubes and crunch it up and put it in a smoothie or anything. It's going to be
the grandkids
great.
will probably eat them straight out of the jar.
I hear they're
done.
very tasty.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Now that's not supposed to be here until a week from Friday, a week from yesterday, and it'll take us probably a little bit to figure it out. So anyway, that's coming.
So why don't we tell them about the hydroponics that we're building?
Okay. Yeah.
And that way they can understand it a little bit.
Well, part of it is because that we've been interested in hydroponics. We're actually kind of interested in experimenting with aquaponics, but with everything else that we're doing here, I don't know that we're going to get to that this year. We might, but I don't know. But the hydroponics is something that we can set up almost immediately. I mean, from everything I've learned, I think we can build the systems in about one day and have them operational. And part of what motivated that was extending the growing season, specifically of strawberries, but and of like the leafy greens, like the lettuces and things like that, because they seem to produce really fast.
Yes.
And then you have to start them over, and so we're going to be kind of rotating them through. Get some started every week or every 2 weeks. That way, there's a continual source of them coming out because they run their course pretty fast. But the strawberries are the big thing, and that one I haven't quite figured out yet, but we do have some strawberry starters.
Well, we're going to start, and we're going to just show you as we do it how we do it, and we'll learn together.
Yeah, and that's part of the whole, homesteading, back to the land kind of a journey, is that if you don't know what you're doing, just figure it out on the way. One of my favorite quotes is, when in doubt, just figure it out. And so that's what we're going to be doing here, is just figuring out that hydroponic system.
And it's a good thing because I really like strawberries.
Yeah. Well, and another thing is too, our daughter has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link to it down below this one. And she's been talking for years about starting a kind of a supply store or a supply business for hydroponics and aquaponics and just gardening things in general. And so as we continue to build this stuff up and kind of figure out how it works, she's probably going to be starting to offer supplies for that. So if you kind of keep an eye out for that, we'll make sure on our channel to let you know when those things are coming available. And it may be a little while yet, but at least it's getting started. So
yes.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to see or have explained better or whatever, and put it down in the comments below. We love hearing from you. We're able to answer all of the questions right now that people have, and comments.
Maybe I'll have my cantaloupe in the ground. I've got some cantaloupe that I bought before, but I'm interested in seeing how these grow.
Yeah, these came from a cantaloupe from a store-bought cantaloupe, and so we don't really know about the seed quality in them, but we're experimenting with that too.
Yeah.
And they're obviously growing. I'm assuming that they're going to produce fruit too, but we don't know that either.
You know, I gotta say, your mom one time had some cantaloupe seeds and she just put them in the ground. Next thing, she did have cantaloupe from them.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting some.
And I think the farmers
cantaloupe.
market has started up. I don't know if I told you that or not, but they were all there yesterday. And a lot of time, when we have been buying cantaloupe from them all last year and the year before, and every now and then you get a really super sweet one. And so we're still going to buy some. And if we hit upon one of those really, really, really sweet ones, we're going to definitely harvest those seeds out of it and try to reproduce those. So.
And I think that will work.
Yeah. So anyway, this is Martin and Shelley. The channel is the Campfire Trail. And if you enjoyed the videos, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you next week.
You bet.
If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. See you next time.